Peaceful greetings and welcome back to my channel. So I just wanted to come and do a quick video because of some other videos that I had seen, and I've already had this video that I've wanted to do for some time now. However, I guess this is the time that I'm going to actually dedicate to actually doing it. Okay, so this video is going to be about chosen ones, light workers, high vibrational beings, and the misinformation and clearing up what they don't really want you to know about your powers, your powers and your connections to Source, God, the Great Spirit, and all of those other names or identities that it could be, called. Okay. So I wrote this down so that I could remember to do this video. This was like something that I was inspired to do a while back. However, I also wanted to make sure that I could actually give you guys the visuals that actually will help you to see what this actually looks like. Okay, so I wrote down light beings directly connected to Source, to the omniverse, universe, to God, to the Great Spirit, directly connected, okay, are more powerful than these alleged Satan, the devil, all the minions and demons, and whatever you want to call those energies, negativity, and things like that. Okay, light beings can completely bend reality, creating new realities better than anything Satan could create. So Satan was the first hater. Okay, and I already said that in one of my other videos. Satan was the first hater. So Lucifer was one of the omniverse's, God's, the Great Spirit's favorite creations, okay, originally. This was one of the favorites, okay, and I will go into the story of what the elders detailed to me about this energy being in another lesson. So this one specifically, I just want to give you guys a visual of what this looks like. And regardless of whatever religion, whether you're Muslim, whether you're Christian or whatever, there is a misinformation that has been, taught throughout all, hold on, let me see, all of these religions. You guys can't see that. Hold on. Let me do it down here. Can y'all see that? Okay, so let's say this, it's really light. Okay, so let's say this line is representative of infinite possibilities. Infinite potential and possibilities. Okay? So, I don't know if you guys can see this because it looks real light on the video. Anyways, this line represents infinity, okay? The infinite source creation okay? omniverse, let's say omniverse. We could call this the Great Spirit. God / goddess. Okay. That's a little high for me to write it. But I need to leave room so you guys can see. So this is like a pool of infinite intelligence, infinite wisdom, infinite creation, infinite. This is what some people might call and consider like that triple blackness, that dark matter. They might consider it, you know, it's the all, it's everything, right? So the high vibrational beings, right? The chosen ones, the anointed. You got the prophets, prophetess. You got the priestess. I mean, you got a whole list. But we're just going to put in a nutshell, high vibrational. They're high vibes. Okay? But then you also got indigos. Star seeds. Okay, and you know, you get in the picture. They all high in this high vibes, in this high vibrationals. Okay? So you got Satan and their minions, Lucifer and demons and all these principalities, archons, right? And they exist way down here. Okay? They exist way down here. Okay? And they literally, right, have kept this group by trauma, that ain't right. That ain't spelled right. T-R. Anyways, I don't know. It's either, I think there's a U. Anyways, they have kept them down here from abuse, trauma, violence, and fear. Let me do this. Right, and all these other negative things, we're just going to put all this under negative. Okay? All these other negative things. They have inundated these high vibrational beings with all this nonsense, all this negativity, all of these, you know, whether it's in the news or the music or it's whatever it's been in, okay? But they're putting this not only to the high vibrational beings' lives, right? But they put it in the things that they're consuming, right? Whether that's their social media, that was the news and the regular media, whether that was the music, right? All these different ways that they have been attempting to come at high vibing, high vibrational beings, okay? With all this, okay? Stealing, you know, children from their families and then putting them through all these different things so that they could pull them from the high vibes above, you know, Satan, above Lucifer, above demons, principalities, of high places, of archons. All these different princes of darkness. Okay, all of these, you know, negative forces who feed off of our energy. Literally feed off of our energy. Okay, this is not a joke. This is a food. Okay, so to be able to feed, they have to pull us down, because we are completely connected. Okay, we got a direct connection. Whether you want to say it's like an umbilical cord, it's you know, that we got a cord that connects us directly to this infinite source of creation. Okay, so we can create positive things, great, beautiful things. Okay, because we actually, with this cord being connected directly to source, we actually have the ability to pull down any kind of creation that we choose and project it out to the world for that to be our reality and experience. Okay, because that's why I said we can bend reality, creating new realities better than anything Satan could do, because we're above him. That's why we got authority. That's why we have dominion over all of this. Over all of this. We have okay, but they try to trick you out of it. Okay? They tricksters, they liars. And they figure out different ways to try to get you to come in contract and consent. Listen, they have to have consent. Okay? For this bullshit. Okay, I'm gonna just call it what it is. Okay? They have to have consent, but they go about in very interesting ways that I found and experienced of how they get this consent. Sometimes it might be asking you for something random, right? Okay, and I don't want to say that this is all the people, because I don't speak in totalities. People coming up to you, asking you for water, asking you for a light, like a lighter, asking you for a cigarette, asking you for anything that you have to open yourself up to and say yes, or even asking you for change. Okay, so when you give, sometimes you gotta qualify or exclude the consent that they secretively and underlyingly are attempting to gain by them asking you for whatever stuff that they don't even need. They're just using it as a way to get into your energy and get the consent. Okay, it's a trickery. Okay, but there's so many different ways that they get it. Okay, that's not the only ways. I just wanted you guys to see that a lot of the religions, they say that, and they try to make it appear that you are way down here and under this, because they try to say, oh, this is Satan's world. This is Satan's dominion. This is Satan's creation. He's the God of the material. That's some bullshit. Okay? Because God did not make this whole creation, right, beautiful, heavenly paradise, to give it over to this demonic evil energy. That's a lie. So in one of my earlier videos, probably like last year or the year before, I was talking to this family, and the father of the family, he was like saying something to that effect, that this was, you know, Satan's world and his whatever, he was given dominion over it. Da, da, da. So if you believe that, right, then you're automatically going to think that you have no right in the fight, because this is somebody else's. It was supposed to be Satan. So, you know, you're not going to fight for God's creation because you already think it's this evil demonic energies, and it's basically, then that's giving over the right. But now you done consented based on a lie that somebody done put in a book to take away your consent like it's putting you in a belief of something that somebody has told you. It's this beings right here. It's demons. It's the archons. It's princes of darkness. It's theirs. So then why would you fight for God to be in dominion over it, in righteousness, holiness, and pureness? Why would you do that? You wouldn't, because you don't think that there's a right or God has a stake in it, right? So then you're like, oh, well, because it's theirs, then we're just gonna allow wickedness to run free. We'll allow, because it's the devil's, it's Satan. So, you know, this is supposed to happen because it's Satan's world. Hell to the nah. Hell to the nah. This is God's world. This was God creation, the goddesses creation. And I'm going to tell you right now, it was not created for this wickedness. It was created to be a heaven on earth. It was supposed to be heaven on, what do you want to call it? Tiamat? You want to call it Mu? Atlantis? It was created heavenly, not for wickedness. Okay? So just in that hoodwink, in that bamboozlement of a lie of saying, then most people don't even join the spiritual warfare or the fight, you know, for the righteous, because they're like, this was a creation that was meant for this negative ass entity and energy to like rule over anyway. But see, didn't I say what is the attributes of these evil beings? They all got the same attributes: steal, kill, lie, and destroy. So in the other video, I was like, if we already know that these entities are liars, right? Then why would you believe that it was theirs? Why would you believe, first of all, anything they got to say? Anything that they're trying to teach you? A lot of these demons and beings of darkness, you know, they study, you know, these principles of the universe, the universal laws. They study the apocryphers, the books of Enoch. They study the Bible. They know this stuff frontwards and backwards so that they could twist that on you and attempt to keep you in a, you know, ignorant state of what the truth is. And they also attempt to put something outside of yourself for you to have, or think that you have something that's in between you and the connection. Okay? So like this cross, okay? Right? like you got something in between you, like Jesus. Okay, like Muhammad. Like something else you got to tap into to get to the source. But that's not true. None of that, you are connected directly, okay? Unless you done sold your soul, you are connected directly. You don't need nothing else. You need absolutely nothing else but to go within yourself, okay? Go within yourself and strengthen that connection and knowing, not believing, knowing, okay? They want to do all this stuff to keep you in a state of fear and negative emotions and negativity, right? So that you are not able to tap in to what's already there, okay? What you're already connected to. So they energetically and vibrationally and frequency wise bring you down under here so that they could feed off of you in this area under them, okay? Right? That's when they can feed off of you. That's when they can hit you with that spell work and that hocus pocus. They can hit you with all that kind of craziness, right? When you're in, anger and fear. I'm not talking about righteous anger. I'm talking about their negative ass anger. Okay. Because there's a righteous anger up here that's under the Christ consciousness, okay, which is a state of actual being, right? A state of enlightenment. And in Christ consciousness, right, it is very much like what a Buddhist or the Buddha, has reached, or the guru has reached, right? You reach this state that in all these different religions and cultures, that is the enlightenment phase of your existence, okay? So the other thing that I want to say is some of these people, once they actually have been brought down to this negative energy space down here, where these people have a heyday of feeding off of our energy, right? These beings, these energies have basically a feast, okay? An energetic feast. They then attempt to, traumatize and abuse and do so much that they get you to sell your soul, right? And in selling your soul, right? Because now your connection is way past down here, right? So your connection is down here, right? And once they get you to, sell your soul in this space, because you've been traumatized and abused and had violence happen against you, and you're fearful and angry and all this other stuff, they get you to sell your soul for materialistic gains, right? Promises of cars and mansions and demonic ass succubus and incubus, beautiful demons, okay? They get you to sell your soul for these things, and then you now sever your connection to source, okay? Now, once you have severed your connection to source, you are now trapped down here, okay? Now you're trapped, okay? Because you done sold your soul for materialistic gain. And then these type of people, okay, you know, the P. Diddy's, the Drakes, and all of that, they no longer have that connection to infinite creation. Okay. They no longer have, you know, infinite creation abilities. So now what they have to do is attach themselves to other chosen ones, anointed, indigo, star seeds who might be down here getting abused, attach themselves to them and attempt to steal their ideas and their, you know, music, their artwork, their creations, right? Or they attempt to pull these beings down so that they can traumatize and abuse and do all of that so that they can try to take theirs. But it's easier for them to attack the ones that are already down here being fed off by these ones and who haven't yet ascended to their rightful places, right? And raise their vibrations over being able to be attacked, right? Because some people, they have this misconception, they're like, new levels, new devils. Well, you're manifesting that by the power of your tongue, by you even saying that. I said new levels that devils can't even exist because my vibration is too high for them to even exist in my existence. New levels that devils and demons and Satans and all that, they can't exist because my vibration is too high and they are a frequency mismatch. That is my original thoughts. Okay, said that in a video way back. Okay, but the thing is this is a better, I wish I had a darker marker that actually would show up better. But this is an example to give you more of a visual of what's actually going on. Because you way up here by vibration, with most of these high vibrational babies and children, they try to get them as soon as they possibly can, taking them from the mom and dad so that they can start in on trauma, abuse, violence, fear, anger, negative emotions of triggering, programming babies and children so that these motherfuckers can feed off of them. This is spiritual. This is physical. But somebody had a group, and the question was, is the God of the Bible the devil or Satan or something like that? Anyways, the point is that yes, Satan with Jesus and all of this, Jesus is not who you think they are. Jesus is a counterfeit. Yeah. This is a combination of Jupiter and Zeus. This pen is not that good. Okay. Anyways, this is Jupiter and Zeus. It's a combination. We're gonna put it's plus. It's this plus this. Jupiter plus Zeus. Okay. And this creation, because there used to be a Christian song. It was like, something about the name of Jesus And so anyways, it was something about the name of Jesus, right? And so I was like, well, what is it about this name? Because when you do your history, world history, and you actually start studying history from other places and what, really went down in the Vatican and with these popes and stuff, you're like, okay, well, the J never existed during the time that this individual lived. Okay, so that'll match up. So it couldn't have been no J. So then they say Yeshua, like Joshua. Okay, but with a Y, Yeshua, right? So then they change it from the J to the Y. But then when you start checking out Egypt and the hieroglyphs, aka the Medu Neter, then you're like, oh, this shit was plagiarized from Egypt, aka Kemet. Right? So then you're like, hold on. Okay, then it was a Kemite. And then you're like, okay, hold on. And you start seeing the similarities in all the different stories that they done try to put over here with all this. Oh, you like, oh shit, okay. So anyways, the point is that a lot of these stories were plagiarized, flipped and switched into a story that had some truth that you will resonate with. That's how they reel you in with some truth. And then once they got you hooked in with the little bit of truth that they done put in there, then they start with the bullshit of the lies. Okay? So it's a whole bunch of lies, right? And things that are not included for you to have a full understanding of what happened. Okay? So, that's when people start, going to the apocryphers. That's when they start going to the book of Enoch, and they start, actually getting insight of more of what actually occurred, the stuff that was left out purposefully by the convening of the Council of Nicaea. Okay? And so if you are not familiar with, the different, books that I have recommended, that I am recommending, 3303 on the clock, which is divine timing. Okay? When you have studied, okay, then a lot of this other stuff starts making a lot more sense. But the lie is the lie is that these high vibrational beings, need something outside of themselves when they are directly still connected to the Great Spirit, to Source, creation, to infinite possibility, to infinite creation, to infinite time and space, to infinite. Okay? They completely, and people kept being like, oh, you need Jesus. Oh, I was like, sweetheart, I don't need nothing. Okay? If you need that, that's on you. You may need that. Okay? So you ain't out here killing and stealing and acting a fool. Okay? You might need that. I don't need that, to live my life in high honor and righteousness. I came in like that. That's part of the intricate programming within my DNA. Okay? That is the intricate programming that, is innately, I got loyalty and royalty inside my DNA. Okay? Type. Yeah. So I came in like that. Y'all might have not came in like that. So you might need something that's going to help you, to, until you actually grow and evolve and maybe clear some of that karmic debt and negativity out of your life, right? You might have to go through some things so that, and you might need to believe in some things to keep you from doing some bad things. Okay. You know. So I have already said I don't have a problem with people being other religions, because I see that some of it is needed. Okay, some of them, they'll be out here wilding out if they didn't have those, you know, religions and encounters with, you know, spirituality in whatever ways that they've had those encounters. Okay, so yeah, baby steps. Okay, they might be in kindergarten. Okay, they might be in 3rd grade. Okay, so we as the old people used to say, we leave the babies with their milk, and we eat the meat and spit out the bones. You know, that's how it is. So anyways, I'm gonna end this video. You guys have a wonderful day. I hope you guys learned something. I hope this was helpful to the understanding and overstanding and outerstanding and understanding, you know, and hopefully y'all can see. I hope y'all can see. Maybe I should have had this closer. Let me pull it up a little bit so y'all can see. Dang, I should have had it closer. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, so I'm gonna end this video because I'm not gonna, as they say, run it up. But I wanted to give you guys a visual of them. You got these umbilical cords, or what some people call the what they call it, the silver cord or whatever. But it's connected directly to source. Okay, so there are some people, they don't need any of that other stuff, and they are master manifestors. They just gotta tap in. Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna end this video. If you need anything else from me, make sure that you hit up the description. It will all be in there for my websites, for my activity ebook, for my Cash App if you would like to help fund the creation of new videos and assisting me in being able to do so, because I do everything, the recording, I do the lessons and talks or videos, the editing, the rendering, the uploading, and the marketing materials. Okay, all of it. Okay, and then some. So anyways, I'm so glad that I was able to finally do this video. I have people in another study room that have been watching me this whole time. It's funny because they could have just come to class. I'll just play it. But not really. They could have just asked me if they wanted to hear what I had to say. They could have just, you know, joined my little, I got all these chairs and tables up in here, whatever. They were just watching me from the other room and stuff, looking at what I'm writing on the board and stuff. They faces is all red right now because they know I'm talking about them. But anyways, I want to read this one more time so y'all actually, you know, get the message, okay? And I might put it, let me see, I'm going to put it up here so y'all can read it too. Excuse my, I wrote it, and then I'm going to read it again while I have it. I'm going to do a screenshot so that I can have it up while I'm reading it. I said, light beings directly connected to source are more powerful than Satan. Light beings can completely, this is what they don't want y'all to know. Light beings can completely bend reality. That's why they try to keep you subjected and subconsciously subjected to, you know, to all this negative stuff, so you project out into the reality this negativity and BS. But light beings can completely bend reality, creating new realities better than anything that these devils, demons, Satan, archons, we better creators, because we are actually up here, right? We even have you know, quote unquote, authority and dominion over the angels, right? Now check this out. That means over fallen angels too, baby. That means over fallen angels too. Yeah. Because they don't put themselves in this category. It's angels across the board. Okay. But that's part of the reason why the fallen angels fell out too, because they didn't want to, how do you say? I don't want to say bow down to humans or whatever, but they did not want to, like, kind of be lesser in caliber or have to obey what the humans, whatever, needed of them, right? But we're talking about light beings, chosen ones, anointed ones, right? Who are here in this existence to actually bring about positive changes, okay? Right? The scale's got to be balanced. And not only balanced, we tipping this shit all the way to the golden age, which means all of that got to go. All of that other stuff that, you know, the, you know, all all that, you know, child, you know, yeah, no, that can't exist in a golden age. Where does that exist in a golden age? Where does that exist in the most highest timeline and vibrational? How does that work? It ain't there. That's right. It ain't there. Light beings can completely bend reality, creating new realities better than anything Satan could create. So Satan is jealous and he big mad. But what I gotta say to that is we unbothered. And oh well. We unbothered with you not, you know, having some kind of feelings about us being able to create better than you. That's not my problem. That's a personal problem that Satan has, and he gonna have to deal with that himself in hell, because he's no longer how you say, he is exiled from our existence. These negative beings are exiled from our experience and our existence. Okay, time's up, over. 4242. When I said that, somebody look that up and see what angel number that is, because it's important. So anyways, like I said, I'm going to end this video because I said I'm not going to run it up, but it's already 47 minutes. Okay, and like I said, if you need anything from me, it's going to be in the description. And what else do I want to say? Oh, like, share, and subscribe. Okay, share this with the people that need to hear this message. Peace.